What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another training video. We have full body D today, and it is a beautiful day to pick some weight off of the floor. It's actually a beautiful day in general. We have really seen quite a shift in the weather here in the Chicagoland area over the course of the last week. Last week at this time, it was -20 wind chill, and we had snow on the ground and ice everywhere. And this week it's been in the 40s and 50s, and sun has been out, and it kind of looks like spring is right around the corner. You know, it's funny, it does this every single year. I've lived in Illinois, I've lived in the Midwest my entire life, and every year it always does this. We get crazy temperature swings. You know, like I said, last week was like -20, and this week it's in the 50s. So that's like a 60 to 70 degree swing in a week. And it happens every year. You would think that I would be used to it by now after having lived here my whole life, but every single year it just kind of shocks me how quickly it can go from winter to spring in this instance. And also some of the past couple years, I feel like we've completely skipped fall and we've gone straight from summer into winter. So really happy that spring is around the corner and that the weather is getting nicer. I absolutely 100% notice a huge difference in my mood when the weather is nicer versus when the winter time is here and it's cold and it's cloudy and the sun goes down at 4:30. So really looking forward to having some nicer weather here coming up. And then that will mean that I can start doing my morning walks outdoors again, finally. You know, I start every day with a morning walk. That's kind of part of my morning routine. And I always like to do that outside. Obviously, when it's -20 out, it's not a good idea to go outside and do the morning walk outside. So I've been spending a lot of time on the walking pad inside the apartment lately. So just all around, lots of positives for the weather getting better. And I'm really looking forward to spring. In terms of today's training session, like I mentioned, today is full body D. I have filmed this workout recently, so hopefully you guys have seen that video, the last time that I filmed this workout. In the outro of that workout, I had mentioned that I wanted to do some different lateral raise and bicep exercises the next time that I came around to this workout. And I have gotten the chance to implement some of those new exercises, and I'm not sure if I will be doing those today. Actually, what happened is earlier in the week on full body B, when I was supposed to do a cable lateral and a cable curl, the cable station that I normally do those exercises on was taken. So instead of doing the bicep and lateral raise that I normally do on full body B, I took the bicep and lateral raise that I normally do today on full body D, which is the dumbbell lateral and the dumbbell curl, and I did those on full body B instead. So basically what I did is I took the last two exercises from B and D this week and I have switched them. If the cable station is open today, I plan on doing the cable lateral and the cable curl over there. But if they are not open again this afternoon, then I will do the dumbbell lateral and the dumbbell curl, especially since those are the two newest movements that I've added into my program. I'm not worried about doing those a little more frequently than what I typically would be doing. If anything, it kind of just gives me an opportunity to take advantage of the initial nervous system adaptations that get made whenever you add in a new exercise. You know, I don't want to get into this too deeply, but anytime that you add in a new exercise into your program, you're going to be able to progress that a little bit quicker than what you would be progressing a movement that you've been doing for a lot longer. And a lot of that in the first initial weeks are just nervous system and neurological adaptations to the exercise. And so because of that, I usually feel like if you're going to add in a new exercise, to your program, you can usually get away with doing it a little bit more frequently. But after the exercise has been in for a while, I find that doing it like every 7 to 8 days instead of doing it every 4 kind of allows me to keep the progression going for a bit longer. So the lateral and the bicep curl that I do at the end of today's workout is going to be entirely determined by what is available and what I'm feeling in that moment. So I'm not quite sure what you guys will be seeing in terms of the very end of the workout. But as far as the meat and potatoes, you know, you're going to see the RDL, you're going to see the hack squat, you're going to see the dip, you're going to see the pull up, and those are going to kind of be the main heavy hitters that we are going to go through today. If you kind of think about it, between an RDL, a hack squat, a pull-up, and a dip, between just those 4 exercises, you know, you're pretty much hitting almost every single muscle group in your body with just those exercises. So that is kind of the meat and potatoes of the session. And then I have some other like accessory type stuff that goes before and after that. But obviously the main focus of the day is going to be on those major compound heavy hitter movements. So really looking forward to getting those today. I've been thinking about pulling off the ground since last night. I don't even remember whose video it was that I saw on Instagram, but I saw a set of an awesome I saw a video of an awesome set of stiff legs yesterday on Instagram, and right from the moment that I saw that, I was like, it's fucking on tomorrow. I got to bed early last night, and I had a really good night of sleep last night. I actually slept like 9 hours, probably closer to 9.5. I just slept like right through the night. It was a really, really good night of sleep. So I feel great today, ready to put the pedal to the metal and see how things get on today. But it should be a really, really good one. So we'll see you guys in the gym. Okay. Okay, another picture-perfect training session wrapped up. I am unbelievably happy with not only how today's session went, but just how training has gone for me in general. I feel like every single day I'm coming in here and I'm progressing every set of every exercise. And you know, that's obviously the best possible case scenario. That's exactly what we're trying to do every single time that we step in the gym. So for things to be going as good as they're going for me right now, just kind of lets me know that everything is in the right spot and everything is kind of going according to plan. And at this point, it's just a matter of putting one foot in front of the other and just getting it done on a daily basis. So really happy with how today's training session went. At the end of the workout, the cable station that I would have done the cable lateral and cable curl was taken. So I just decided to do the dumbbell movements again. So you got to see some footage of a dumbbell lateral, and then you got to see some footage of a incline dumbbell hammer curl. I like to do those on the completely vertical side of a preacher bench, because the way that you're kind of situated in that, it completely locks your humerus in place, and literally the only thing that you can focus on is flexing and extending your elbow. You know, your humerus stays in constant contact with the back of the preacher pad the whole time. So if at any point during the curl, I know that you guys can't really see, if at any point during the curl your humerus comes up off of the pad, you know that you're kind of shorting your range of motion, or you're using momentum and cheating to get the rep up. So not only is it a super strict movement that really isolates the biceps, just the inherent setup of it allows you to kind of monitor yourself and keep like a close eye on your execution. Obviously, if you're holding yourself accountable to the way that you're doing your lifts and you're feeling your arm come up off the preacher bench, then you know that you're cheating yourself. So that's kind of a good piece of like tactile feedback that'll let you know whether or not you're standardizing your execution. The dumbbell movements have been progressing very quickly. I've done both of those movements 3 times over the course of the last probably 10 or 11 days. So I've been doing those pretty frequently. The first time that I did the dumbbell laterals, I hit the 35s for 5. And then the second time I hit that for 6. And then today I was able to hit that for 7. So I've been progressing that pretty linearly. And I'm gonna wait until I build that up to about 10 reps or so before I attempt to hit the 40s. Because today I was feeling really good with how the whole session went and how the dumbbell laterals had gone towards the end. And the first 2 rotations that I've been doing that dumbbell curl, I've been using the 45s. And today I just kind of got real excited and I decided to hit the 50s and jump up. And I only was able to hit that for 3 reps. So I think that I got a little ahead of myself there. And I think that I need to go back to the 45s and then build the 45s up to, again, an 8 to 10 rep set before I jump up into the 50s. So I'll probably be sticking with those respective weights on those movements for a while until I can kind of build it up to 9 or 10 reps each. Respectively, and then once I am able to hit 9 or 10 reps on those, then I will jump up to the subsequent next set of dumbbells. But I'm sure, as most of you guys are familiar, when you jump up from one set of dumbbells up to the next highest one, that usually is quite a shock, just because the percentage of the weight increase is relatively quite a bit bigger than what it would be on like a barbell or a machine type of movement. So most gyms, well, I guess I shouldn't say most gyms, some gyms have the dumbbells that have 2.5 increments. So like, for example, instead of going from 15-pound dumbbells to 20, some gyms will have 17.5s in the middle, and some gyms will have like 12.5s or 22.5s and stuff like that. I'm not that lucky. We don't have those increments with the dumbbells at my gym, and the magnetic fractional plates that I use to microload my cable exercises do not fit on dumbbells that have a rubber coating on them. If my gym had cast iron dumbbells, then those would fit on there, but unfortunately they do not have cast iron dumbbells, so the magnets don't fit. So gonna have to build that up into a slightly higher rep range before we increase the weight on that, but that shouldn't be a problem, assuming that those lifts continue to progress the way that they have. I'm really excited to get the 40s again in my hands for the dumbbell laterals. I've only done dumbbell laterals with the 40s one time, and I was able to hit like 2 really solid reps, and then the 3rd rep was kind of like half range of motion, and then after that I just completely died out. So right now my all-time PR with the 40-pound dumbbell lateral raises is 2.5 reps. So at some point in the near future, I'd really like to be able to hit the 40s for like a solid set of 5, and then once I can hit the 40s for 5, I'll feel pretty confident about being able to build that up into an 8 to 10 rep set, and then from there I'll jump to the 45s, and you know, that'll just kind of be the name of the game. But it's probably going to take me a while to kind of build up to that, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But obviously, being as close as I am to getting the 40s in my hands, I'm just kind of thinking about that post-training today. Pull-ups are going really good too. I forgot to mention that. Next rotation, I will do my pull-ups with a 25-pound plate on the belt. I think it's been relatively quickly since I started doing weighted pull-ups. When I first introduced the pull-up a while back, I was kind of struggling to do body weight pull-ups. They were pretty difficult, but as the weeks have gone on, I've kind of slowly been able to increase the weight, and today I was able to hit 22.5 pounds for a solid 4 reps, which I think I'll be able to bump up to a 25 next week, and probably be able to hit that for hopefully 4, but definitely 3. So that's kind of a nice little milestone for me to check off. Obviously, a 25-pound plate with weighted pull-ups isn't particularly heavy, but it is the first time that I would have done that, or will have done that whenever that day comes around. So I'm still pretty proud of that and pretty excited for that. And then once I get the 25-pound checked off, then it'll be all about building up to the 45. So I think very similar to the dumbbell movements and stuff that I've kind of been talking about, it's probably going to take me a long time to be able to get the pull-ups up to a 45-pound plate, especially considering that I'm more than likely going to be increasing food sometime here in the near future. I'm kind of coming to the end of my cruise period, and I'm going to start getting some more supplementation and start getting some more calories in my diet so that I can get my body weight moving back up and get back into a more definitive caloric surplus. And so obviously as my body weight goes up, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to progress those body weight movements, but that's kind of the name of the game. That doesn't mean that you still can't progress those or still can't get stronger on those. I think it just means that your rates of progression have to be taken a little bit slower than some of the other movements that aren't necessarily as body weight dependent. But I feel like I've gotten pretty good at figuring out my progression schemes on the body weight movements and stuff as of late. So again, just a lot of things for me to be excited about within training in general, particularly this particular session that we just finished up. So training is going really good. I'm really just in a good spot mentally with it, and physically feeling pretty good as well. So kind of just trying to put one foot in front of the other every day and just get it done. Now is the I don't want to say the difficult part, but now is the part that is a little bit more challenging. You know, it's I've still got about a solid like 3,000 calories or so yet to eat for the day, so gonna have to go inside and pound some food to get that down. But the hard part of the day is over. Training is done. Time to relax and time to get some food and then get to bed and recover. That is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for tagging along with me today. As always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them as a comment on this video. If you're interested in online coaching or a customized program or a consultation or anything like that, I've got all my services in the description below. If you haven't followed the channel or subscribed to the channel by now, then you should. What are you doing by not following the channel? And as always, guys, stay tuned for the next video. Take care of yourselves and have a good rest of your night.